And also, it's like super weird that people are overjoyed that 15 years later, oh, told you so, got you. It's like, you guys are miserable.
Hi guys, welcome back to my channel. My name is Amomi, aka Petite Diva, and in this video we are discussing the alleged rumor of Alicia Keys and Swizz Beatz getting a divorce. Now, I don't know where this rumor came from, but allegedly, Swizz Beatz and Alicia Keys, who have been married for 15 years, are getting a divorce. Now, in this video, we're going to check out the rumor. We're going to check out what exactly happened that is making them to get a divorce according to the rumor, what people have to say about the rumor, and the fact that it might be a possibility that Alicia Keys and Swizz Beatz are getting a divorce. And then I'll come back to share my thoughts. Now, if you like this video, please give it a thumbs up. If you are not yet subscribed and you like videos such as this, please consider subscribing by clicking on the red button that says subscribe. And don't forget to click on the bell notification icon by the side so that you're notified anytime I upload videos. Now, let's get into this video.
Hold on. Let me talk my ish. So, big news, y'all. Alicia Keys and Swizz Beatz apparently, allegedly, they about to get a divorce because Swizz Beatz decided to step out on their marriage and have allegedly a baby by someone else. Ooh-wee. What y'all think about this, man? Swizz Beatz, I mean, this is what I think. I mean, it was already wasn't going to be what I think was going to be anyway, because Alicia Keys was already behind Swizz Beatz' first wife, already cheating on her with that. So, you know what I'm saying? You didn't think Swizz Beatz was going to step out again? I mean, it's just, you know, it's just what it is. It is what it is. You know what I'm saying? Which I think, I don't know. I don't think it's true, but they saying allegedly Swizz Beatz definitely have another baby with someone else. But what y'all thinking in the comments, man? I think it's going absolutely crazy. It is so much drama going on in the celebrity space. But I'm going to see y'all in the next one. Let's get it.
Did you remember how Alicia Keys got with her now husband, right? You remember that whole mess? Well, there's currently a lot of rumors going around that are giving deja vu. If you don't know, he was married to Mashonda, the star wife. They had a kid. Him and Alicia start making some music together, and Mashonda did a lot of tell-all interviews that indicate that Alicia very much knew that this marriage was alive and well when she started having an affair with him. Mashonda said a lot, okay? Much so that when Alicia went to Twitter and went like, should you go with the smart choice or should I go with the spark star? And Mashonda knew immediately that it was about her husband. And then they kind of pigeonholed her into this whole, like, doing all this press about being this super blended family, where at times she kind of looked uncomfortable. Anyway, there are a lot of rumors going around that he's been having affairs, potentially, maybe had a child. I don't know how true that is. But the way the rumors are coming out and what's being said is literally carbon copy for how they came out last time. His fans last time were like, you're wrong. These are rumors. These are lies. And then, well, thank you, ma'am, Alicia Keys happened. It feels like if he has been cheating on her and if there was potentially a child made, feels like it would fit perfectly into, like, his history. Shonda's son is now grown, so you know she don't have to be dealing with any of this, and she is like off thriving. So I guess we wait and see.
It's been over a decade, and some of us still feel some kind of way about Alicia Keys, and I'm going to tell you why I believe that is. I feel like if a man truly loves you, he will never make a mistress out of you. He will never even allow someone to think that you are a mistress or to think that they stepped in and took you away from your wife, your girlfriend, or whatever. When Swizz Beatz and Alicia Keys got together, he was still married to his first wife, Mashonda. And whether or not they were already going through the motions of divorce, whether or not somebody had already filed, whether or not they were separated for any amount of time, we know for a fact that man was still legally married and still hugging and kissing up on you. And I feel like if a man truly cares about you, he's going to make sure that you're not put out there like that. Because notice, people don't have any smoke for the men. Nobody has canceled or talks bad about Swizz Beatz. They always go after the girls. And I feel like if that man is trying to protect you the way that he should, he won't even have rumors like that be put out about you without him clearing it up. They make you the villain while they still come out like, I don't know, I'm just a man.
Men do not get hurt by affairs. It's always the woman. Look at Alicia Keys. Everyone is talking about Alicia Keys. How you get him is how you lose him. Nobody's talking the fact that Swizz has been married for a long time and put Alicia through all this, put her career in jeopardy by making her a side chick and bringing her on as his wife, and then doing all this stuff to Mashonda. Like, nobody's talking about that. They're all talking about Alicia Keys. How you get him is how you lose him. And they're all just like playing these clips of her like in interviews with Mashonda just sitting there just being very quiet. And I know that Mashonda was only a part of it because of her child, which is very mature, because, you know, as a parent sometimes you just gotta do that. I understand. Very relatable. But now it's Alicia Keys this, Alicia Keys that. Now she filed for divorce, she did that, you know? Like, it really sucks because it's like, girl, was it worth it? No. Hindsight is everything. Like, if only we could see the future. Because who would have thought that she would get with Swizz, do all this stuff, right? Kind of, her career tanked a little bit because of the scandal. And she put that on the back burner. And now he has a baby on the way with someone else. And then that's how it goes, right? That's just a lesson. And honestly, every time there's an affair and there's a man and a woman, it's always the woman who has to wear the scarlet letter. Always the woman. It's always, she's this Jezebel, she a harlot, whatever, she did this, Like, yeah, he has his equal, you know, responsibility, his equal share in it. But people are not going to look at that. Tale as old as time. No one ever looks at the man. So, ladies, don't mess with taken men, okay? It will not work out for you. It won't. It will just be bad for you. Yeah.
Alicia Keys is filing for a divorce, okay? Something about her husband having a baby on the way. But let me say this. We remember like yesterday, okay? You thought your time was not going to come? You cannot, and I'm going to tell all women this, you cannot build a home on another woman's tears, not a happy home. You can build it, but I promise you it's going to come down. Because what you do to others going to be done to you. Okay, so this is showing somebody right now. You may think you won, but I promise you, your time gonna come too. You gonna be that other woman. You gonna feel that other woman pain. Okay, so guess what? I don't feel sorry for her. Yes, I love her music. Yes, I love her personality. But one thing I'm gonna do is always call out the wrong. You didn't get that man in the right way. Now is your time to feel that pain, that broken heart, them tears that you caused another woman. Hugs and love. Y'all be blessed. J-Ho.
So, word around the internet is that Alicia Keys and Swizz Beatz is getting a divorce due to a viral post that they are now saying has been debunked. A girl on Instagram who's a blogger that goes by No Sleep has released this rumor the same day that Alicia Keys was celebrating her 15th anniversary with Swizz Beatz. The article also goes on to say that this has now been debunked because Swizz Beatz dropped some images showing that the family is great. And he also put a caption on it saying, "Stay in your own zone." Now, it's a coincidence now that this was dropped on the same day, so I don't know. But you know, Media Takeout goes on to get in all of this and supposedly talk to some close sources that says Swizz Beatz and Alicia Keys are doing better than ever. But you know, it was only Media Takeout, so you never know where this is really going. However, because they released an old letter from Mashonda, so let's no longer the fact that she assisted in destroying a family, but that she has the audacity to make the selfish comments about love and wanting to be with someone. Even after knowing their situation, how is this the same superwoman that I sang out loud to in my truck? I ask myself sometimes. If you are reading this, Alicia, let me start by saying, you know what you did. You know the role you played, and you know how you contributed to ending my marriage. You know that I asked you to step back and let me handle my family issues that you helped create. She goes on to say, I know you owe me or my son nothing, but I just wish you would have handled things more carefully. I read your tweet tonight and I felt that you were very insensitive. You have no idea how much pain I was caused because of this affair. It baffles me that you don't understand what I might have gone through with this situation. If you two being together forever is the case, it's more of a reason for us to get along because I'm not going anywhere. There's a child to be raised. To answer your tweet, choose smart over spark. Spark burns everyone. Be smart. It's simple, actually. Just think of the shoe being on the other foot. Stay blessed and let's work things out with respect and dignity. Now, honey, she is a better woman than I could ever be. And I would like to think that I have some emotional intelligence, but I think she just read me for filth too, honey, because I could not have done it.
And also, it's like super weird that people are overjoyed that 15 years later, oh, told you so, got you. It's like, you guys are miserable. A 15-year marriage, which seemed happy for most of it, or it seems happy, is something to be proud of, even if you decide to part ways. Some women be with men for 15 years and nothing to show for it, and are going to not. And y'all are cool with that. At least you'll be afforded the protections that come with getting married and getting divorced if infidelity is a factor.
My thoughts on the Alicia Keys and Swizz Beatz situation. When you met him, you knew he was married. If he would lie to her, what makes you think that he wouldn't lie to you? I guess the only difference is you were available. The other woman really wins because if you get him, you lose you. You lose the part of you that once believed in being the woman other women could trust. And that, sis, is the real heartbreak.
Real quick, allegedly, hypothetically, how you gonna divorce that man because when y'all, and you did that knowing I'm gonna mind my business, but make it make sense.
Come on. The news today, this is what they say. They say Alicia Keys got a divorce from Swizz, whatever his name is, her husband. Y'all know who I'm talking about. Swizz Beatz. First of all, I was not in your mess, Alicia Keys, but I do love you. You my girl, and Swizz Beatz, I really never care for you because you cheated on your first wife to get Alicia Keys. So you know what they say, what goes around, come around. Karma, we right in your face. Now, this is what they say. I don't know. They say Swizz Beatz got the side chick pregnant. That's what they say. They say they divorce is fine, though. But I like Alicia Keys, but Alicia Keys, now, you know that man was married before you married him. You already know he was married. You should know how this is going to end. It's not going to be cutesy. It's not going to be marvelous. It's not going to be none of that. It should be released because the way you got him, baby, is the way you lost him. Now, I don't know who this La person is, but they say La is supposed to be the side chick and she's supposed to be pregnant. Now, I don't know. I'm just telling you what's all on my feed. I be trying to be on the right side, but, you know, I do like Alicia Keys, so I thought I'd let y'all know like me. Y'all want to be nosy, so I'm telling y'all nosy stuff. Now, this is what they say.
Yes, so we've seen exactly what has been allegedly said about the divorce between Alicia Keys and Swizz Beatz. They're saying that Swizz Beatz stepped out of the marriage and allegedly is having a child with the person that he stepped out with. And she found out when it was ordered that they do a DNA test. Now, we've seen people's opinion about the rumor and the fact that they are getting a divorce. I would love to hear your thoughts about this alleged rumor. Do you think it's true? Do you think it's not true? If it's true, do you think that people's majorly people's reaction to the fact that Alicia Keys is getting karma after interrupting Swizz Beatz' first marriage is a bit appropriate or is not appropriate? I would love to hear your own thoughts, so please leave your comments in the comment section. Personally, when I saw the rumor, I was like, huh? Didn't they just say that they did 15 years wedding anniversary? I was saying, oh, it has been that long. The whole scandal started and everything started. And for union that people were thinking was not going to last because they were like, oh, Karma and the rest, after she got with Swizz when he was still with his first wife. It looked like Karma did not happen at the end of the day, because 15 years, I think the length of the marriage between Alicia Keys and Swizz Beatz is even more than the amount of time he spent with his first wife. So, like, okay, so when they said they're getting a divorce, I'm like, that doesn't make sense. Now, it's still a rumor, it's alleged, but the thing is that with such rumor, there's this saying that there's no smoke without a fire. It might be completely false, it might be made up, and there might be an element of truth to some of the things said in the rumor. Now, maybe they might not be getting a divorce because he stepped out. Maybe they might be having issues, but we don't know. But I don't know. I don't exactly know if that rumor is true, and we just leave it at that. But the people's reaction to the rumor, even though it's not yet confirmed that it's true, just showed that people have not really forgiven her for what exactly happened, even though there were two people that were involved, the man, Swizz Beatz, and the woman, Alicia Keys. But people just looked and are really like blaming Alicia Keys. Now, when I first heard of what happened years ago, I just thought it was nasty behavior. I actually thought that Alicia Keys was better than that, in my own opinion. I was kind of disappointed, but I was like, that's their business. And they looked happy, they had children, and she did what she did, and they've been doing what they are doing. They've been looking happy, at least in my own opinion, because appearance might be deceiving. But I just left it and was like, whatever. I didn't know a lot about what happened with the first wife. I just used to hear that she wrote letters, she said some things, but I didn't know a lot about that. But I was just like, okay, that is that. Karma did not come. They have been together for a long time. They've had kids. People should like just kind of move on. But people have been holding her by the neck. I don't know if her career has been as great as it was pre the scandal. And definitely she is maturing, so some things might change. Then she became a mother, so definitely I felt like, okay, maybe she's just darling. That's some of the things she used to do. So that is my own thought about that. So I was not really like concerned, but the reaction of people to like her allegedly getting a divorce, people are like excited and happy and saying it's karma. It's just like, oh my goodness, you people are not forgiving at all. Anyway, with this whole issue, I'm learning that during her no makeup era, she was wearing makeup, and I'm shocked. Honestly, I'm shocked to find out, because when she said that she was she was not going to be wearing any makeup and the rest, I was like, she talked about acne, and as an acne sufferer, I was like, okay, I understand what she's saying. I understand the acne part, but like, you're not going to use makeup and the rest, and you are a star that will go on red carpet and the rest. I was like, okay, I don't understand why she's doing it. And I felt like, oh, she can afford to do it now because she has cleared up her skin. She has access to the best dermatologist, esthetician, and everything. So I felt like, okay, if she's working on her skin and she says she doesn't want to be wearing makeup, good for her. Just to find out that she was doing the no makeup look.
Yeah, you're not that bitch, nothing, but you still ate that little one thing, ate that one thing.
Ooh, I need to tell y'all something. So in 2016, I was working as a stylist. I was an assistant on the shoot with Alicia Keys during her no makeup phase. So she was running a little late, and we were like, no biggie, because she doesn't wear makeup. Now, I was a little surprised at her skin because this was the post-proactive era. Alicia Keys brought her own makeup artist on set, and her makeup artist proceeded to give her an hour and 30 minutes of like makeup. It was a facial, no makeup, eyebrows, the whole deal. For somebody who didn't wear makeup, she spent a lot of time in the makeup chair. Men, in comparison, usually spend maybe 10 minutes in the makeup chair. They just touch up dots and then they get in front of camera. This look on a male model should take 10 minutes tops. I will say that half of the time is spent doing skincare, but 45 minutes for tinted moisturizer, eyebrows, a little bit of mascara is a lot in my opinion. Oh, and I do think she had concealer. Let me know what you think about this makeup look.
Like, why would you lie about that? There was no pressure, in my own opinion, for her to be wearing makeup. So if she said she did not want to wear makeup, she did not have to make it such a grand announcement. You did not have to make it look like other people that are wearing makeup are not really appreciative of their skin. Meanwhile, you were doing makeup, but it was the no makeup look. If she had said, okay, I want to limit the amount of makeup that I wear, I want the makeup to look more like my skin, so I'm not going to be wearing heavy makeup and the rest, that would not have been a bad thing. And she did not need to announce that she wanted to go off makeup. Just like how Pamela Anderson has been going on red carpet without makeup. I don't think she announced she was not going to be wearing makeup. I know that she decided not to be wearing makeup because a long-time makeup artist died. So I think she doesn't feel comfortable with the other makeup artist, or she is trying to be loyal to her makeup artist. I don't know. But everybody has seen that she's not wearing makeup. But I don't know if she did like a grand talking and the rest, like how Alicia Keys did when she decided that she was not going to do makeup. Now Alicia Keys has a skincare makeup brand where she has like skin tint, she has blushes and lip gloss and the rest, because she has decided not to be wearing makeup.
Then I start with the It's Like Skin, brand new, but I have been testing it for so long. It has this great applicator, so I can just apply it. It's called It's Like Skin because it's meant to be however you want. You can have a really light layer, you can build it up, whatever it is that you might need. I actually go pretty light for the show. I'm definitely needing a little coverage under the eye. I like to go around the nose. It's Like Skin comes in 40 shades. Super excited about that. So you can definitely match anything that you need. You can match it. Sometimes I find if I have a little uneven skin or anything, I might want to put a little bit over here. I usually notice my chin a little bit, mostly my nose. It's a little bit red from the cold that I just did, which is fine. It'll obviously equalize, but just keeping it pretty light. It's your skin and it's light skin and it's beautiful. I mean, it has a beautiful texture, a really sweet glow, it just feels like very skin-like, see how that just accentuates what you already got going on with you.
I'm shocked at the number of people who still believe that Alicia Keys doesn't wear makeup. If you see my other video, I talk about in 2016, after Alicia Keys did her grand pronouncement of never wearing makeup again, I assisted on a photo shoot where Alicia Keys sat in a makeup chair and got skincare and makeup for about 90 minutes. In addition to actually coming out and saying she does wear makeup, she has a skincare and makeup line and videos on the internet where she's actually putting on foundation and concealer like this. But folks still want to believe the narrative that she doesn't wear makeup. I assume it's because she wears a very light natural beat, and I think people consider makeup as being long eyelashes and dark bright colors. People need to understand that looking like this takes time and effort, and this is just not an accident. And I get that people who don't wear makeup are very happy to see a celebrity coming out on red carpets looking natural, but she's still wearing makeup. This is not somebody who just rolled out of bed and went on stage. She has sat in a chair for 90 minutes getting her face together, probably another hour getting her hair done, and putting on an outfit.
The question was, why did Alicia Keys even decide to lie about not wearing makeup in the first place? So didn't she come out with a skincare brand afterwards? Yes, but not until 2020. Meanwhile, the first time she kind of popped out and announced that she wasn't wearing makeup anymore was in 2016 at the Grammys. Obviously, a skincare line takes a couple of years to go into development to actually come out with products on the other side. But something about this makes me feel like it wasn't just about selling product. She had a persona that she wanted to put forward in front of the world. She had an image and ideal that she wanted people to think of when they thought of her. She was doing the media rounds. The title of this cut off, but it was Alicia Keys and the Tyranny of Makeup, a New York Times article all about how she doesn't wear makeup, all about the backlash to it. It's a really interesting article. The one thing that it misses is that she is wearing makeup. It is such an interesting deep dive into what happens when someone chooses not to wear makeup and chooses to announce it. And what does that mean culturally? What does it mean for there to be backlash, for people to feel like it's an attack on them? It's super interesting, but the underlying premise is false. There's also this Allure article, Alicia Keys' response to critics of her no makeup movement. Like, it's a movement. She is a leader. Like, you see, like, the kinds of language that has been thrown around: tyranny, movement. She was trying to position herself as a leader in a social movement. There's a ton of these kinds of articles. There's a lot of articles of, like, what she started to eat to clear up her skin. There's a lot. It was a full court media press. It wasn't just like, oh, I'm not wearing makeup anymore. Like, she was actively pitching these stories to outlets. Everyone knows about communications and how stories become stories, but it's not just reporters being like, here's what I want to write about. Celebrities pitch stories to reporters. I go to a reporter, you say, here's a story that I think your audience will like, here's why. And then they decide whether or not to take it. So she was actively creating this mythos around her. And it's just very, very bizarre behavior to me. Like, what do you get out of that?
I think at that point, that's when I started to realize that I did adopt a lot of these philosophies, or at that point, as I explained when I first started, I didn't realize, oh, it starts to matter to me what people think. Oh, it matters to me if people like something I do or say, or don't like what I do or say, or if people, like what I wear or don't wear. At first I was like, this is what I wear. This is what I like. I don't care. But then as time passed, I actually did care. And I started to realize that that did matter to me, and what people's thoughts did change even what I might choose to do or say or whatever. And so, yeah, I think at that time in 2016, that was really a coming into some of the things that I was doing that I didn't really realize I was doing. I think that happens to a lot of us. We don't really unconsciously, we pick up all these things and all these narratives and storylines and things, and we start to make them real. And then we don't even realize we've picked them up. So 2016 was like the shedding of those narratives and storylines for me. It was a very transformative time in my life.
Anyway, I just found out in 2025 that during the no makeup era, she was actually wearing makeup, and it was actually shocking to me. And I felt like it was kind of dishonest, in my own opinion, for her to make a grand gesture about not wearing makeup, meanwhile you're wearing makeup. Anyway, that is my thought about the alleged divorce rumor between Alicia Keys and Swizz Beatz. I would love to hear what you think about the rumor. Do you think it's true? Do you think there's an element of truth, or is just completely false? What's your opinion about people being kind of happy that Alicia Keys might be getting a divorce? I would love to hear what you think about the fact that Alicia Keys was wearing makeup during a no makeup era. So please leave your comment in the comment section so that we can get this discussion popping. Now, if you like this video, please give it a thumbs up. If you are not yet subscribed and you like videos such as this, please consider subscribing by clicking on the red button that says subscribe. And don't forget to click on the bell notification icon by the side so that you're notified anytime I upload videos. Now, with all that said, thank you so much for watching. I hope to see you in the next one. Bye.